Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to the English News Binh Phuoc radio television station and newspaper. And following are the headlines as usual. Binh Phuoc developing industrial infrastructure to draw investment. Building high-tech industrial production sectors. Đông Phú strives to have 19 national standard schools by 2025. National Assembly Chairman held talk with Cambodian Senate President. Economic diplomacy boosts Vietnam-European Union ties. Sweet potato to be officially exported to China. And now a detail. With the advantage of owning vast land area, the southeast province of Binh Phuoc is focusing on developing industrial infrastructure to attract foreign direct investment.
The province has zoned off 13 industrial parks with a total area of over 6,000 hectares. 12 have already come into operation, attracting 364 FDI projects worth over $3.4 billion USD and over 12 trillion VND in domestic investment. Particularly, covering more than 28,000 hectares, the Hoalu Border Economic Zone is home to 91 businesses granted local investment policies. To take the lead in receiving investment shifts, Binh Phuoc has set a target of developing over 8,200 hectares of land for industrial parks, over 25,800 hectares of land for economic zones, and 730 hectares of land for industrial clusters by 2025. By 2030, the province aims to develop 11,500 hectares, 25,800 hectares, and over 1,200 hectares of land, respectively, for these. To achieve the target, the province has proposed the government supplement and adjust planning as a basis for developing land for industrial parks in the 2021 to 2030 period.
The People Committee of Binh Phuoc Province has approved a project developing high-tech industry in the 2021-2025 periods with an orientation toward 2030.
By 2025, the province will establish manufacturing facilities for the information technology sector, such as integrated software production, IT equipment manufacturing systems, and new cutting-edge technologies, like biological technology and new material technology. By 2030, the province expects to develop IT sector into an economic spearhead. Promoting digitalization in sectors like environmental protection and post-harvest food processing will receive more attention. At the same time, the province also plans to establish some new economic sectors with high level of automation in the fields of agriculture and industry. Binh Phuoc is focusing on attracting high-tech industrial enterprises to invest in IT sectors in the province.
Đông Phú District is now home to 30 schools with more than 640 classrooms educating 17,800 students. 6 kindergartens, 1 primary school, and 4 secondary schools have met national standards.
According to the Dong Phu Department of Education and Training, the number of national standard schools has been declining because most of the newly merged schools have not fully operated for the 5 years needed for accreditation, especially primary and secondary schools. Recently, the District People's Committee began implementing a plan on building national standard schools in the 2021 to 2025 period. It strives to have 19 schools meeting national standards, including 11 kindergartens, 1 primary school, 5 secondary schools. The necessary funding will come from the state budget, the National Target Program Building New Style Rural Areas, and social sources for education.
Ladies and gentlemen, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ held talk with visiting President of Cambodian Senate Samdech Sessions in Hanoi on October the 24th, following the welcome ceremony on the same day.
At the National Assembly headquarters, National Assembly Chairman Vương Đình Huệ presided over the official welcome ceremony for the President of the Senate of Cambodia and his entourage. After the welcome, the two leaders held talks. President Samdech Say Chim thanked Chairman Hui for the warm welcome to the delegation, which demonstrates the friendship, solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between two sides. Chairman Hui emphasized that despite many changes in the region and the world, the good relationship between two countries will forever be a very valuable common asset that must be preserved and passed on for future generations. The two sides informed each other about the political, economic, and social situation of each country over the past time, as well as the cooperation relationship between two sides. Hui suggested the two sides effectively implement the side protocols and plans on defense and security cooperation, and at the same time push for the early completion of the master plan to connect the two economies. The two sides agreed to soon sign border trade agreement, effectively implement the Memorandum of Understanding on Development and Connectivity of Border Trade Infrastructure, among others.
Enhancing economic diplomacy in Belgium in particular and the European Union as a whole has been a focus on the Vietnamese Embassy and Czech office in the country and its headquarters cooperation between the two sides in various sectors.
The EU, a large market with a population of more than 450 million people and an annual GDP of more than $16 trillion, is an important partner of Vietnam. As a signatory to a free trade deal with the EU, Vietnam has enjoyed a tax preferences when exporting its agro-forestry fisheries products to the market, but that advantage is not at all eternal. In Belgium, the Vietnamese Trade Office has adopted a key promotional strategy. Besides trade and investment sectors, cultural and tourism activities have also been integrated into trade promotion programs. Amid a complex global situation, economic diplomacy has an important role to play in ensuring Vietnam's stable development in the new era of economic integration.
China is considering the imports of Vietnam's sweet potato via official channels, with its customs officer scheduling a virtual service on growing area and packaging facility in Vietnam in late October.
Sweet potato is one of Vietnam's important agricultural products. Most of its plantations concentrate in the Mekong Delta province of Vĩnh Long, with more than 30,000 hectares under the crop. In preparation for the official export, the Vĩnh Long's plant cultivation and protection has completed documents for 22 planting area codes, which together cover more than 500 hectares of sweet potato. The code, one of the factors for product traceability, is a necessary and mandatory condition to export fruits to China. After potato, negotiations for official export will begin for pomelo and coconut. Currently, Vietnam has 11 kinds of fruits that are exported via official channels to China. Of these fruits, Vietnam has signed with China protocols on phytosanitary requirements for 3 kinds, including mangosteen, passion fruit, and durian.
There is ample room for growth for Vietnamese coffee export, as Spain's coffee segment is expected to grow by nearly 7% in the 2022-2025 period, according to the Vietnamese Trade Office in Spain.
A survey in the Spanish market showed that up to 87% of its population aging between 18 and 64 drink coffee and 70% do so daily. To promote sustainable export of coffee in particular to this market, the Trade Office asked for collaboration from localities and trade associations to connect Vietnamese exporters and distributors with Spanish partners. It also emphasized the importance of maintaining quality and brand for Vietnamese products in this market. Data from the General Department of Customs showed that Vietnam exported 5,240 tons of coffee to Spain in September this year, worth over $13 million, down more than 14% in volume and 7% in value month on month. However, the figure increased by 11.5% in volume and by over 37% in value compared to September last year. Spain's coffee imports from non-EU supply in the first 7 months of this year topped 165,700 tons. Vietnam is the largest source for the country with an import volume of 67,200 tons.
And that's all for today on Binh Phuoc Radio, television station and newspaper news. Once again, thanks for watching and goodbye for now.